Hey YouTube, it's Chris with the Martial Alchemy channel, and we are on video number 7 on Hildebrand's Manual of Sparring from 1864. Today we're going to be going over how to avoid a strike, a useful skill when it comes to old-timey boxing. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so we're going to be covering how to avoid a blow. So Mike is going to go ahead and get into our old-timey boxing stance from this manual. So he's going to have his left foot forward, right foot back. Left hand is a little bit low, barring his midsection, and then the right hand up here by his chin. Now he's just going to be giving me left strokes to my head so you guys can see the 4 or 5, depending on how you count it, means of defending against this. So we're going to start it out. So I'm also going to take the left guard stance, and he's going to throw that first strike to my face to check ranging. So he's good to go. So the very first means of avoiding the blow is to get out of reach. So we either move back or, so in this case, I step back with this, which is the retreat, or we just simply lean back. Now the caution of doing this, and they mention this in the manual, if I do this once, no problem, I can lean back out of it. But if he perceives me do this again and again and again and again, he follows that with a 1, 2, and he's stepping through on these, and I keep leaning back, you eventually see the problem here, right? There comes a point where I'm doing such a big back bend, I'm limboing behind his fist, and eventually I'm either going to fall down or I'm going to come up at the wrong point and he's going to clobber me. So this motion, we either step back or we lean back with this. Okay, so that's the first method of defending against a blow. Again, we're going to go through all of these. I'm going to do the teaching part first, and then we're going to do these as an exercise at the end, so stay tuned for that. All right, the next method is the dodge. Now, the 3 directions that we can really use the dodge in this manual that we cover is to the left, to the right, and down below. I actually often refer to Tony Jeffries. If you guys know who he is, I'm sure you all do. If you're watching this, you know who Tony Jeffries is. One of the best ways he described doing this dodge is put a marker in your mouth and draw a smiley face with your lips. So I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. So I can go to the left with this, I can go to the right with this. I've simply taken my head and I'm tilting it offline. You don't want to go a lot. You don't want to do this because, again, I have to right myself, and Mike reads this. He's going to come over with that cross to my jaw, and I'm going to be seeing stars, right? So I either go left just a little bit, right just a little bit, or I go down. Now this is the part that I think is a wonderful description. Put a marker in your mouth, draw a smiley face. I come down, whoosh, and I come up on the other side, or I go the other direction. So I come down, and I come back up, rolling up underneath of this, right? So I have 1, I have 2, or I have 3. Whoosh, and then you're back up, ready to give your strike. So that's the second way of doing a defense, the dodge. The third one is the barring. So we've talked about this before. Barring is the term for a guard. So in this guard, if I want to stop him from hitting me, I simply stopped him. I stopped him from hitting me. I've changed what he can do, right? He can't give a straight blow. This is actually one of the best ways to think about it, is you're closing off what he can attack. If I move my hands like this in front of my face, he can't attack the center line. You have to go around the center line. You're not blowing through this. Especially with these longer guards as you see in early boxing methods. When you're here, if I have this tight guard, Mike can absolutely blow through this. If I have a glove on, that just impacts against here and it's not going to do as much damage. If this is empty hand though, and he just opens his hand up or punches this and smacks it, I'm punching myself in the face. I actually had a student end up whacking themselves the other day doing exactly that. You want to extend the arms, especially in these early bare knuckle styles. Extend the arms so if he hits this, it's not going to do as much damage, and he's opened himself up for a low blow. All right? The last one that we're going to cover is the parries. And this is 2 parts to doing the parries, which are called common and uncommon. So far, we have not covered the uncommon parries, but we're going to get to that right now. So common parry is what you've seen so far in basically all of the boxing methods that we've covered on this channel. And it's the one that Mike and I both, given our previous martial arts experience, have a hard time with, but it's really common in these boxing methods, and I really wanted to spend today's video really covering this. So if Mike throws this strike down the center line, or in this case, he can't throw it down the center line because my thing is barring it, so he's going to go around. He's going to throw more of a hook style strike. All right. If I want to open up his targets, this is a wonderful thing. If I cover my center line, I force him into a circular movement, he covers it. This is the common block that we've seen so far in all of our strikes, and now I have his center line to do all kinds of wonderful blows. in both of our most common styles that we study, we rarely want to be in this position. This is this area where we're both fighting. Whoever is the better fighter wins. It's taking out all kinds of external things like slipping and hiding and moving and all these other types of things, and it just comes down to who's going to hit the other one the more. So in this position, he throws the strike. We're both here. We're both kind of equal. I get a strike down his center line. He has strikes down to my center line. We would prefer this next one, which is the uncommon block, which is in this position. Mike throws a strike down the center line, and I block it across this direction. Now, this is why we prefer this, is it actually sends me to his outside. And now, from this position, I have all kinds of wonderful targets, and I don't have to worry about that other hand. So this is kind of why we prefer this type of idea when we're doing these types of blocks. If I'm going to do my outward block, I actually want to do it this direction where I get to the outside. If I'm doing what he calls an uncommon block, I want to be here to the outside. So this is the ideal position for you to be in if you're doing any sort of striking. I know there's a lot of people that would disagree with that, but there we are. So the common method of blocking, I set this up, boom, 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 and we're both fighting in this space. Uncommon method is whenever I take my right arm and I send it to the left, or I take my left arm and I send it to the right, and I'm separating it across my body like so. So these are the 4 or 5, depending on how you count it, methods of avoiding a strike. Now we're going to put them all together for you guys in an exercise coming up next. All right, for our workout section, today we are going to do each of the things that I've demonstrated just a moment ago. We're going to do a set of 10. I'm going to include a follow-up strike. If you want to just work the getting out of the way of the strike or barring it, by all means, just do that. I'm going to add some strikes for some flavor. So we're going to just do 10 of each. We'll start out with the getting out of the reach with the lean back, and then we're going to recover with a strike. Then we're going to do the step back or retreat, come back in with a strike. Then we'll do the 10, dodge to the left, 1, 2, dodge to the right, do 10 of these, 10, come up and strike, 10 of each of those. Barring, cover, go, and then we'll finish with the parries. So we'll do the common parry, go, uncommon parry, rotate into it, and then follow back out of it. We'll do 10, 10, 10 of each of those. We'll get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, we're going to lean back, drive through, 1. You can change to which hand you strike with, alternate sides as you do this. Don't lean too far back, cover, make sure you maintain your guard, lean, go, lean, go, lean, go, lean, go. Put some power in it each time. All right, this next one, we're going to retreat back. So we take this back leg, we step back, now we have to cover that space, we come back in, 1, 2, 3. Remember, you switch which hand you're working with. All right. So those are the retreating motions. Next, we have the dodge. We're going to go 10 left. Ready? We take our foot. We're going to sidestep a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we're going to dodge down. So we're going to drop down, come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, those are our dodges. Next we have barring. All we're going to do is just take our guard, bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, the last 2, we're going to do common parries. So I'm on guard, parry up and strike. 1, 2, 3, alternating sides. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last one, uncommon parries. You're going to twist into it, unwind with the opposite hand. Ready? Starting with the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that workout. Be sure to leave a comment below if you joined me, and we'll see you guys next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. We'll see you next week.